Hi everyone, having a different litter pick today. I'm at the canal. I do come here a few times a year. I know this area gets cleaned by Hillingdon litter pickers, the Canal and Rivers Trust. I know my friend Chili does this as well, and I do it, so it probably gets about 15 to 20 litter picks a year, and yet it still looks like a complete mess. So I've had a long day at work today. I've had an 11-hour day at work. I've come home, had a quick cup of tea, and I've come here to do this video for YouTube. So thank you for joining me. Welcome along. Those new to the channel, you'll see some pictures crop up. That's some of my other litter picks outside of YouTube. So yeah, this is a real mess. So without further ado, I better crack on with it. I've brought the trolley with me. I've got a couple of bags coming here, and yeah, let's give it a clean up. Well everyone, as I said in my introduction, welcome to the canal. The reason I'm going is because that's known as Piss Bridge. The amount of pee that goes down there is incredible. It absolutely stinks. Even from here it stinks. And by stink, I mean stink. So it is absolutely putrid. The whole area's just a mess. As I said, this is litter picked quite a lot, and it still is a mess. I saw this on my walk home on one of my recent visits, the voyage home. You'll see that video, well, you would have seen it by now. So I came along the canal and I thought, it's about time I got myself here for a litter pick. I did ask a few to come and join me, but unfortunately they've not been able to do so, which I understand. We've all got jobs. It's a Thursday night, so I haven't got an army of people. I've just got a one-man army. Gerard, I'm gonna have to be a one-man army today. I'm gonna have a lot of bags, I would have thought. As I said, I've had a long day at work. I'm tired out before I start, but this won't do me any harm. It'll just get me out and I can clear my head a little bit. Saying that, even if someone has done a litter pick, you can be guaranteed there'll be loads more. So my plan is to go up so far, turn round, go back under our favourite bridge, then go up that way as well. Something different for me, gets me away from the roads and whatnot. The one thing about the canal is you can just relax a little bit, no traffic, which is nice. So yeah, I was saying I had a long day at work today. Started early. Was flat out all day. I was on my feet all day. Worn out, to be honest. But I wanted to do this canal because I've got some other places to do at the weekend. And this is the only real time I've got for it. So let's keep plugging away. Give this to canal a good tidy up, and then I can go home, relax a bit. You know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Yeah, I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'm going to have several cups of tea, and then just put my feet up for a bit. got another busy day tomorrow to look forward to. So a lot of cans down here, a lot of abuse. Maybe this is what I saw the other day. I was in a bit of a tiz. That was a long walk back on that video, the voyage home. It was like a voyage home. Wow, there are a lot of cans in here. Evening. So canal litter picking is basically litter picking on an industrial scale. As I said, it would have been really nice to have some help today. It does need a small army down here, but I'm just going to have to be that army today on my own. Wouldn't be the first time. I'm sure it won't be the last. Let's just get these few cans and then I can move on a bit further up. It's already looking much more dapper. One more. Come on, Gerard, you can do it. There we go. Let's move on. Yep. Well, I'm having a battle today with some of this. It's really, really bad along here. Really bad. Not the sort of thing I want to be doing straight after a long day, but as you say, it is getting me out a bit. Get a bit of air down my lungs. I think I'm going to have to empty these bags soon. Look at this on the floor, look. This is just how the canal's treated. Look, just noticed that. Look at that. I don't know if I've mentioned it on any other videos. I'm not sure, lost count a bit, but my consecutive day run has come to an end. I done 111 days consecutive before having a day off. So not a bad run. I've done better, but yeah, that was all right. 111 days, broke the 100 barrier. So I didn't just have one day off though. I took 2 days off. Took a whole weekend off. Got home, I was like, yeah, that'll do. Let's have a couple of days off to myself. My days of fighting litter, day in, day out, are probably over. Right, I think I've gone as far as I want to go that way. Sort of make my way back and empty these bags. Although it's overcast today, it's still quite a muggy. Murky as well, but it's quite muggy. Sweating at the moment. Not as much as the other week on that video, the last train to London. That was unreal, that was. I was melting that day. But yeah, I'm not too bad, but getting warm. So yeah, let's walk back to where I dumped the 2 bags that I got on the way up here. And then what I'll do is, I'll just put them on the floor for the moment. And then what I shall do is take them all up the stairs once I've finished, rather than just keep doing it. When you walk back the other way, you see things from a different angle, and then you start seeing a few things you've missed walking back. Just that slightly different angle. You're like, oh, I didn't see that on the way here, and you can get it on the way back. But it's not too bad. Quite happy with that. Braunston. That must be in Birmingham way. 87 miles. And a can that I missed. And another can that I missed. And then something else I missed, you see? That's the good thing about walking back. Where's that gone? The good thing about walking back, you just catch things and you think, oh, I didn't see that coming out. There's a couple in here I've missed. Fighting all this foliage is slowing me down as well. Any more? One more. And that black bag. Right, let's go and change the bag and start a fresh lot. So I've left those 2 bags there, which I'll take up later. I'm gonna head in the other direction now. Just come back under Piss Bridge. It absolutely stinks, I've got to be honest. That's as bad as it's ever been. It's really putrid today. Nauseating. Right, let's get on along here a bit. Just need to come off this a bit. So what was I going to say? Oh, film review. I haven't. I'll do my film review early on this video. So I saw a film earlier in the week with Russell Crowe. Oh, Russell Crowe from Gladiator. So it was called Sleeping Dogs, and we'll get the lovely Lauren to put up a caption right there. Put up a caption right there for Sleeping Dogs. So it's a sort of suspense thriller, I suppose, the only way to describe it. I've got to be honest, I quite enjoyed it. So basically, he is a cop, an ex-cop, and he investigates an old case that he was on. And he's lost his memory as well. So let's just say new things come to light. And I think this bloke's having a bleeding heart attack, ain't he? So anyway, new things come to light. And yeah, basically, there's quite a twist in it. Unfortunately for me, I worked out the twist. Not Chubby Checker and the twist, that's Let's Twist Again, that's a different twist. But the twist of the film was pretty good actually. So out of 10, I'd give it a good 7.7. Not a bad film. I don't think it was that long. It was only about an hour and a half or so, just over an hour and a half. But yeah, good film. It was called Sleeping Dogs. I think it's one of these Netflix films that they put out every so often. And yeah, Yeah, it was quite good. So that's my review for today. That's my recommendation. If you get a chance to watch it, you'll enjoy it. Sleeping Dogs, Russell Crowe. Right, just making my way along. Gonna go up to the little bridge up here, which takes you into the little, I don't know what it is, little harbour, I suppose, the only way to describe it. So I think Chili done a video up here once. He cleaned over the back of the fence. You had to walk all the way around the street to get to this bit. I'll show you it in a minute. It's impossible to get to from the canal. Even whipping out my big boy, still wouldn't stand a chance. It's about 15 foot down. So Chili traipsed all the way around the side street, went and cleaned this bit on the canal. It was an amazing job, an amazing video. Even I was like, well done, Chili. That was an amazing effort. So when we get up there, I'll show you. For now, I'll just keep making my way along. I found a new tea partner, by the way. So I was telling one of the ladies, let's just go up here. I've just seen a load of cans. Telling one of the ladies at the shop how many cups of tea I was having. And ow, it really stung here. The lady said, yeah, I drink about 20 cups of tea a day as well. So she's my new tea partner. Every time she comes in the shop, we're going to have multiple cups of tea together. Judging by it, you'd think this canal was never lit a pic, would you? It was probably only done. Someone's done it since I came along here 5 days ago. Maybe not all this, but certainly parts of it. Getting really stung at the moment. Let's go back to the tracksuit bottoms soon. Well, Lauren had her exam results today. I've not heard from her, so I'll use the saying that no news is good news at the moment. She's gone out with her mate, so let them let their hair down a bit, enjoy their lives a bit. There's more to life than litter picking and going to work. Come to realise that things in life, you know, getting together with your mates and your families and enjoying those moments. I think I'm going to fill this bag quite easily here. We'll have to go down and get the other one. Look, it's just down there. So yeah, so she's had her exam results, but as I said, I've not heard from her yet. Let's quickly get these out. Ow, ow, ow. Not enjoying this at the moment, getting stung. In my haste to get out after getting home, I didn't think about where I was going. I just got out. I was like, oh, I'll just go out. It was like if I sat down, I was never gonna get back up again. One more to get. Come on, Gerard, you can do it. So yeah, it was one of them jobs where if I just gone home and sat down, I would have never got back up again. I would have been like, oh, I'll do it another day. I've got a pretty busy schedule of litter picking over the other days. Outside of these YouTube videos. In a minute I'll show you what I done yesterday. And that's all I'm going to put up today for those pictures. Not going to, all the pictures I'll put up in a minute will be from yesterday's litter pick. It was hard work. I've just seen a can and now I've lost it. Where are you? I'll find you. There's loads of litter up here. It's just absolutely, look at it. It's thick. I'll lift the camera up. You can see it just all in there. I'm not going to be able to get that out today. This has all got to be cut back. I'll let the CRT, the Canal and Rivers Trust, know, but I'm not going in there today. So it's absolutely thick of crap. That'll just be for another day. I think what I need to do for the moment is I've filled these bags, is go and empty them, put on some fresh bags, and then make my way back up to the dock up there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera over there. It's absolutely filthy on the top of the hill going down. This is why we could have done with a litter pick with a CRT. Just lots of bodies here cleaning it all up. You see it all in the canal there, look. That's definitely going to be for another day. 4 bags at the moment, 2 up the top. We'll keep chugging away, see what we get as we go further up. Right everyone, let's just see if I can get them to one side. See if I can at least get this. Problem is, as I said, I'm fighting all this summer plant growth, which makes it just hard work. In the winter, a lot of this is gone, so you can get access to a lot of it. But at the moment, it's just, I'm getting stung to death. I really mean stung. I've been stung on my legs, I've been stung on my arms, stung on my arse even. Got one right up the jacksie. Bloody thing. So yeah, this just makes it hard work. Got my New Balance on again today. Do you like my New Balance? This is a similar version to the one I had on the other day. This is the New Balance 1080 version 12. And I've got 2 pairs of these. These don't have the carbon plate in them. They're just sort of got what they call fuel cell foam. They are comfortable. The pair I had on the other day were exactly the same, but it was just the London Marathon edition. So slightly different in appearance, but the same trainers. Hoping to make a return to running. I might have said it on a few other videos, but it's now getting on for mid to late August, so I'm hoping in another month, stung again, hoping in another month, come on, oh come on, that I can start back running. I'll just start back easy. I'll just do a mile every 3 days just to start with, and after about a month, well, after about 2 weeks it'll be every 2 days, and after about a month I'll step it up to like a mile and a bit, mile and a half. I'm not in a rush. If I can get some sort of, if I can get running 5k quite comfortably by late January, I'll be more than happy with that. Be nice just to get out at all. My only exercise at the moment is all this litter picking. So yeah, talking about all this litter picking though, so I said earlier I was going to show the pictures from yesterday. So I've done a little local litter pick yesterday, and I'll put up the pictures. I walked up to the roundabout and I got a couple of bags on the roundabout, which we'll put up about now. And then after I'd done the roundabout, I had a mosey round the green, and I've done the ramp road, which was in my last Train for London video. Done that again. I said in that video I'd go back and clean it up. I've got a few bags which I put there by the bin. Then we'll put that picture up. Then I had an almighty effort around the community centre. Well, I can't remember, I've got 6 or 7 bags, but I know I was there about a little while. And we'll put that picture up as well. And then finally back down the main road, and I think I got another, could be 2 or 3, I can't remember now, but we'll put it up as well. I know I got 14 bags in total, so I think I finished with 3. So yeah, it was a really good litter pick. As I said, I've been doing a lot of litter picking lately. I'm worn out a bit, but I'll keep fighting the fight. Just while I'm here, I'm going to show you where Chili cleaned on one of his videos. But as I said, he couldn't clean it from here. So it was basically on this bridge. And he cleaned down over there. If the camera's picking it up, you can see a mattress down there and whatnot. You can see it's the pits, isn't it? So I get a few bits from here. Don't think I'll waste my time too much with this. Drop one in the bleeding river. That's why I can't be bothered to litter pick it. So yeah, Chili done that area, but as I said, he couldn't do it from here, all the razor wire and everything, so he walked all the way round and went and done it. What a great effort. It's always the pits around here. Always the pits around here. Just a hideout, basically. So now I've come up to, that's called, some for you, mate. Cheers, thank you. That's called the dock, basically. This little bridge comes off the main part of the canal, goes into the dock there. So now I've made the turn round back to the finish, but although I haven't got far to go, I bet there's still lots and lots and lots of bags to collect. There usually is. If there isn't, I'll eat my hat. Right guys, I've only got about 80 metres of this section to do, but it's filthy. I've just had to walk past it all to dump these 2 bags, which I'll take to the finish. That bit I was showing you earlier, look, it's all been chucked over the wall here. But I can't get to that until the winter. We're going to have to organise something with Hillingdon litter pickers to come and do it all, in the Canal and Rivers Trust. Look at that, it's filthy, absolutely rotten. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is put a couple of bags on this, walk back up there and make my way along. It's really got messy up there, but I will do it at all costs. I'm going to finish this litter pick today. So a couple of bags on, let's carry on. Right everyone, I'm just having to put a little bit of weight in the bags. The wind is really whipping up at the moment. Just blown the trolley over off camera. So I'm just going to pick this bit just so I can put a bit of weight in it. And then I'm going to go back along that path. That should do for the moment. Now, I might have told you before, my son George is living in California now, and he done his first flight for a little while yesterday. He done a 5-hour flight up from John Wayne Airport. Yes, there is an airport called John Wayne Airport, and he flew from there. Gave me the tail number of the plane, so I tracked it on Flight Tracker, and he flew from John Wayne Airport all the way up to, see if I can just get that a sec. Yeah, come on Gerard, you can do it. Got it. So he flew from John Wayne Airport, he flew over LAX Airport, and he done a little video of it while he was flying over, and he said, "Dad, do you recognise this?" I was like, "Of course I do, it's LAX." You could see all the big old aircraft from all over the world down at the Tom Bradley terminal and whatnot, so that was nice to see. And he got 5 hours of flying in, which is good because he's just hour building at the moment. So yeah, that was really nice. Shall I risk this and just go in here a sec, or should I? I've been stung enough, but I've had enough of being stung for one day. So yeah, he was happy. Said he's going to go on the flight simulator tomorrow and do an hour and a half of flying on the flight simulator. So he's on the way. He might fly you one day. Captain George. Hello everybody, this is Captain George. Today we'll be flying from Los Angeles to London. Welcome aboard. That'd be nice for him. Nice career. He's got time on his side. He's only 21, so he's got lots of time on his side. Right, there's still stuff in here, but that's as much as I can get out at the moment. I'm getting absolutely stung to hell. I'm just gonna have to leave it until the winter. Hopefully we can arrange an army of people to come in the winter when it's all died down. Maybe the Canal Rivers Trust will cut it back a bit as well. That won't go amiss. Anyway, let me just say thank you for persevering with today's video and watching it, keeping me company. It's nice to know that I feel like you're here with me, if I'm being honest. I feel like I know you're watching me wherever, in your living rooms, in your kitchens, around the world, but I just feel like you're actually here with me tonight, here on the canal, doing a bit of litter picking with me. You're just not getting stung, that's all. Safe litter picking, shall we call it. Oh. And it's nice to have the company. I think I'm going to need to change the bags again soon. This top section is usually bad. It's as bad as I've seen it in a long while. As I said, the only thing is I can't get to a lot of it. It's just too much growth in the way. I don't think I'm doing a bad job though. I don't think I'm going to go home and say, oh, I don't feel like I'm being defeated today. It reminds me of that, all these cans in one spot reminds me of that pit over by Heathrow, a few miles away. Done it with chili a couple of times. Just bottles and bottles and cans and bottles and cans and bottles and cans and bottles and cans. It's just never ending. So it reminds me of that a bit. Right, that'll do for that. I'm definitely fed up with being stung. No, I'm all right, mate. Thanks anyway, though. Thank you for your help. Yeah, thank you, mate. Did you get stung? Join the club. I've been stung 1,000 times on this video. Some guy heard me speaking to you. Said you want some gloves. Just got a thorn in the finger as well. I don't like gloves. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. I just don't like gloves. I don't even wear a glove at golf. I just don't like gloves. Something about them. Just feel like I feel like they're restrictive. Does that make sense? Do you get any of you guys get that feeling? I just feel like they're just restrictive. Never liked gloves. Even when I was a little boy, I grew up. That's when winters were real winters. It was cold when I grew up. Didn't have no central heating in the house as well, so it was really cold. Flipping hell. Wake up in the morning curled up in a ball because you're freezing cold. But I just didn't like gloves. And that had stayed with me. I'm an old fart now. Well, I'm not that much of an old fart, but I'm becoming an old fart. And yeah, just don't like to use gloves. I think what I'll do is they're pretty full now, and I'm gonna have to come back. There's no way on earth. I've still got loads to collect down there. So I think what I'll do is I'll take these back with the other two that I done not long ago, so I can shuttle them all up to the finish when I'm done. And then what I will do is go back along here and see if I can finish the rest off with just 2 more bags. We can live in hope. Don't know if 2 will be enough, but as I say, we can live in hope. God, that wind's really whipping up. Look what it's doing to them bags. Let's get a bit of weight in them. Just clean this. That'll just put a bit of weight in them and hold them down a bit. Not only will it do that, but it'll just get this little bit clean as well. Look at that. It's filthy down there. Just don't know what goes on in this area. Well, I do know what goes on. It's just a load of drinkers who just come up here and get absolutely bloody hammered, and they've got no self relief, basically. Just a couple in here. Let's get it. I'm at it. I think next time I do the canal, I'm definitely dressing up. Should know better, really. Definitely dressing up so I don't get stung. Hopefully, these 2 bags will be enough to finish it off for today. This is the problem, look, it's buried. A lot of it's just buried. I just can't get to it at the moment. Could have been sitting here months, this. If this canal isn't picked by volunteers, it's just not picked. I don't think the councils do anything about the canal. I don't think it's part of their remit, shall we say. So it's just left the volunteers. So yeah, let's big it up for the volunteers who come and do this. I know Hillingdon litter pickers do in here. And I know, yeah, I know Hillingdon litter pickers come and do in here. They have a few events every year. And I know further along, a couple of miles further along the canal, you've got Lager Can, which is basically the Ealing litter pickers. They do the canal further along. So we want for people like Kathy from Lager Can and all her crew, and then mention a few names like Anita from Hillingdon litter pickers and a few others that come down here. I dread to think what this canal would be like. I dread to think what it would be like. On top of myself, Chile, the CRT, I do actually wonder if we never litter picked it, how long it would be before it'd just be unpassable on these little footpaths. Just wouldn't be able to use it after a year or so. Just be cans and bottles and everything everywhere. Shame, ain't it, that the country's just gone like that. I grew up, I mean, no country's perfect, but I grew up, we didn't have these litter problems like this. Yeah, we had litter, but not like this. This is just crazy. I don't know if it's, well, obviously this is all down to boozers on the canal, but I don't know if it's down to just more takeaway places, more people. Who knows? But what I do know is it's got much worse. Much worse. So yeah, going a bit further down the canal, you've got probably a mile or so from here in that direction, going in towards, well, not really into London, more towards Brentford in that direction. And you've got a bit called the Common. We done that a few years ago. 4 of us done it in the rain, and by the rain I mean it was absolutely chucking it down. Who was there that day? Me, David Podsnett, Alistair came along, oh, and Dave Watson. Oh, Dave, I miss old Dave. He's retired from litter picking, but he's a lovely bloke. But yeah, we come and done it. We got 135 bags along probably oh, you carry on. So dog's just having a waz. Won't be the only one that has a waz down here. So we got 135 bags on about a 3/4 of a mile section. Honestly, 135 bags. It was just absolutely mind-boggling. And then I know, as I said, you've got Lager Can, the Ealing litter pickers are going there pretty regularly now because it's just one of them spots, and they're regularly getting 50, 60 bags out of there. The Common. Ah, ow. I stung again. So yeah, it's a whole different world, litter picking on the canal. You do need an army of people really to have a really good litter pick. As I say, today I'm sort of a one-man army. And I'm doing my best, but I'm fed up with getting stung now. Let's fight back. The Empire fights back. So I think what I'll do now is leave the canal until the winter. I might try and arrange with a few to come and do a big litter pick down here, and then we'll get them bits on the other side which I showed you earlier. I'll show you it on the way home quickly after I've counted all the bags. Nice to have 10 or 20p for every can, wouldn't it? I know I've said it before, I'd be front of the queue. Old Bill Gates would be in the bank making a deposit, and I'd be like, excuse me, Bill, got to make a deposit myself, mate, from all the litter picking and all the cans I've put in. Oh, bloody hell. Old Bill would be like, oh, of course, Gerard. I know you'll be making a large deposit today. Yes, Bill, I will. Right, I'm near the end of it, really. And then I'll do a few bits going home. And we'll have a bag count up. Just a bit in here to do. Did you have blisters? Right everyone, so I've finished my canal litter pick, finished my moaning as well. Thanks for joining me on the journey today. Been good to have your company. I needed a bit of company today. So I've emptied the bags on the trolley. Just like to say thank you for watching, and this is a small insight into canal litter picking. This is just 14 bags, a mediocre amount. So, but I've got under the bridge here done for a few hundred yards. Then I went along up to the dock and then back along this top road, so it's clean for now. I'll report these bags to the council, and yeah, I'd just like to say thanks very much for joining me on today's journey. I won't be doing the canal for a little while. Need to have a few easier days at the moment. I'm worn out from litter picking and work, and we're definitely oh, before I finish, I wanted to show you the other side of the bridge. Let's just sum up here as well. So this was the bit I showed you in the video, which is just the other side. You need to go access it via these stairs. And yeah, look, it's filthy down there, really, all the way down. So, but it's just too much for one person. As I said, we need an army of people. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got a small insight into the canal. It's a shame it's abused like this. It's a real shame, but we've given it a tidy up for now, and We definitely catch you on the next one.